Hi, Jim Murphy, Elite Style Massage. So today I wanted to do a video about neck curvature, neck mobility. As we spend many hours in this forward head posture, looking at screens and tablets and smartphones and stuff like that, we tend to lose the natural curve in our neck. So your neck needs to have a natural curvature to it. So, you know, when you're looking at me side on, there should be a natural curve. And we spend so long like this with our forward head posture that the discs tend to move around a little bit over time. The cervical discs in your vertebrae, so there's 7 vertebrae in your neck, 7 cervical vertebrae, is the second most common spinal complaint. The most common is lumbar region. The lumbars tend to go first on most people. The second is the cervical region in the neck, just because of how long we spend in this forward head posture. And that's just, a lot of it's to do with our tech. So modern living is a bit of a killer for us really with regard to our posture. So getting your neck back into a point where it is in a more neutral position is going to help protect your neck and stop you getting problems with discs and stuff like that. So there's a little simple trick that I do 3 or 4 times a month just to restore the natural curve for my neck, because I spend many hours over my clients doing massage therapy and remedial work with people. So my neck would get problems if I didn't know what to do to correct it, but luckily I do. So what I do is I get a towel like this, normal size bath towel, okay, and I fold it in half and then fold it in half again. So fold it in half again, and then roll it up from one end. So you've got basically a nice round like bolster, small bolster like that. So that's what I do with that. For me, that's about the right size. I'm 6'2", quite a big guy. That seems right for my neck. You'll know when you've got it right because it will feel comfortable. And what I do, I don't have a pillow on my bed that night. That goes on my bed, sort of just below where my pillow would go. And I'm not laying on it like a pillow where my head is on it. I want it in the base of my neck. So have it in the base of your neck. So you want your head sort of tipped back on the bed. Lay flat as you normally would if you're laying on your back. And that just gives you that natural curve in the lower part of your neck there. And I warn you now, you might snore for the first couple of nights. So if you've got a partner, be prepared for them wanting to put a pillow over your face. I tend to do it for sort of 3 nights in a row if I feel that it's needed to be restored, like the curvature is needed to be restored. And once I've done that for 2-3 nights, you really will feel a difference after a couple of days of doing it. I don't do it all the time. It's just obviously just to change the way my neck is at night. So that's one useful thing you can do. And you will notice that it really does sort of change your neck. Most people I speak to, if they're spending a lot of time in the forward head posture, if I ask them to just look at the ceiling, they don't look up. They'll literally lean back because their neck just doesn't move like that. They've lost the mobility. So we need to restore the mobility in the neck. So another thing I like to do is I get a small towel, a tea towel or a smaller towel, maybe something like this would be too big, and I put it behind the back of the neck like that and pull it into the neck, okay? So slight angle upwards, pull it into the neck, but in the bottom of your neck. And then what you're gonna do is do 10 head drops across the towel. So you wanna drop backwards and then come up straight. Drop backwards and up straight, and do that 10 times. And that will really help restore the natural neck curve you've got, and some neck mobility. It helps your neck move. So that's one thing you can do. Another thing I like to do is get the towel in the base of the skull. So the base of the skull are the 2 bony points here. So the base of the skull here, you'll feel the tender points normally because that's where the muscles tend to get really super tight. Pull a towel into that up at a 45-degree angle and look up slightly, and just do a little bit of gentle massage into that. You'll feel it as you're sort of massaging the towel into it, pull into it sort of nice and firm, and you'll feel that giving the muscles a little bit of a release. So that's a couple of things you can do just to help your neck mobility and try and restore that natural curve in your neck that we tend to lose. And again, jobs that we do, driving, hairdressers, massage therapists like myself, office workers particularly, people on their phones, it's just a real useful thing to do. So hopefully you found that helpful. Any questions, I'll put my email address in there, and I shall see you next time. Bye, thank you.